Hello, everyone. One of the things that I'm very happy about is the fact that we are now taking election rigging as serious a crime as we should. People are beginning to see the effect of election rigging. That it's not just a joke where people will come out and say that, oh, we rig election is rigged, and we just move on and go on. Like I've always said to people, INEC is not the problem. The people in INEC are the problem. It is not one big institution. Oh, when you say INEC, it sounds so far away. No. It is your brother, my brother, that is working in INEC. Your sister, my sister, that is working in INEC. Your husband, my husband, that is working in INEC. Your wife, my wife, that is working in INEC. What's the other one? Your cousins, your friends, your neighbor, whatever that is working in INEC, and our own neighbor, cousins, whatever that is working in INEC. It is you that is working in INEC and I that is working in INEC. We are the problem. And if we begin to know we are the problem, and these are people who are amongst us, we eat the same food, we dine the same way, we breathe the same air, we go through the same problem, then we need to sit them down right from now and begin to tell them that, look, on no occasion must you continue that nonsense that you guys have been doing all this while where you rig election from someone. A professor has been sentenced to jail. He's still there appealing it. Some are saying that the man hasn't spent time in jail. That rigged election for Akpabio that is there at the Senate making noise anyhow, that has turned himself to a boy slave, that is doing all sorts of slavish mentality there. Somebody rigged election for him. That election was supposed to be won by somebody else. It was given to Akpabio. There are so many instances where people are supposed to win election, their election are stolen, their election are taken away and given to someone else. We must begin to call these people to order. We must begin to stand. We must begin to look eye to eye to our own that are working in these places, whether it is judiciary, whether it is security agencies, whether it is INEC. They are our own blood and flesh, people who are working, people like us, Nigerians. They are not aliens that are working in these places and are causing this mayhem. One simple example I would like to give you is that of Abia State. Look at Abia State. Look at the transformation that has happened in Abia State. For those of you who are in Abia State, please put down in the comment section the transformation that you have seen in Abia State. So probably some people will think that I'm being biased because Abia State happened to be someone who came from Labour Party. I supported Labour Party during the 2023 election. Maybe I'm biased. If you live in Abia State, please put it down. Let's see what it is. Imagine if Alex Otti had not was rigged out the way they had actually wanted to rig him out. It was, if not for the Professor Otti that stood and said, no, over her dead body will injustice be done. She stood, and imagine what she has done, how much she has helped the state by that simple act. Anytime we talk about rigging, let's look at that. Alex Otti has been running for office for how many times? He has won it severally. He had been rigged out of office for the several disasters that Abia State has continually have. In other places also we see the same thing have happened. People win election, they rig the people, they bring other people in. Me, I've said something. I've said something before. I said anytime that I run for office, to God who make me, I'm not going to rig election. It's either you vote for me or you don't vote for me. It's okay. And you don't vote for me, it's okay. If I want to the next time again, I will run. But God help you. That you maybe we are contesting together. People have voted for me. They've given me their vote. And you want to come and read that vote. We die there. I said we die there. I don't put water for my mouth. I don't talk this thing before. We die there. People don't fit give me vote. You can't say you want read. Or me vote where I vote. I vote for Percy. I give Percy my vote. You will come waka say you want read that vote. We die there. Because this nonsense got to stop. If, as far as I'm concerned, no, I don't care. You can be the worst candidate ever. You can be the most disastrous disaster. If the people vote for you, you've won election. Shikena, go and do your term. Every one of us will be enjoy the term. If you are good, they voted for you. But you see that rigging. That rigging is worse than terrorism. Bad governance kills more than terrorism. Every time you see people coming on social media that are doing GoFundMe, they want money for this, raise money for this, health, this, raise money for that health, this. If there were a good healthcare system, would they be there? You saw the case of, oh, they are doing operation, light went out, the person died. That's bad governance killing that person. Niger State, that something like that happened. Guess what? The governor put how many billions together to send people for Hajj. Meanwhile, people are dying in the state. They don't have access to good medical healthcare system. You understand? There's no 24/7 electricity. Accident, road, people coming, people that are brought in, corruption and whatever. Let me even go back to Abia State and use Abia State as example. You understand? And use Abia State as example, right? The roads that have been fixed by this thing, and I will say this thing, yes, roads only, they are not a measure of good governance or whatever. Fixing road only if you are not doing all the other things. And I'm glad he's putting all the other things together. In terms of human development index, we're talking about education, we're talking about health, you're talking about feeding, you're talking about security, you're talking about a whole lot of things. He's putting all of those things, together. I'm working on them also, not just to say, oh, working on road, because sometimes some do those roads because they are conduit pipe, opportunity to steal money and all of that. But you see, he's doing all of this together. So look at those roads, Look at those roads that have been fixed, that were not fixed before. How many accidents used to happen there? They will be more frequent. When this accident happens, we say, oh, it's the devil. Which devil? The devil are living amongst us. The devil are the people who are helping to rig election. Whether they are in INEC, whether they are in judiciary, whether they are in security agencies, or they are agberos, or they are whatever. The same agbero that we use to go and ferment violence, we come after election. You be the one giving him small change. It is time, oh. Even you, agbero, you no like better thing. You like as your life will war like this. You like as every day, now you dey do. You know one, may you see better thing. At least even if na the agbero you dey do, may you do the one where you go do work. You no need to beat anybody. You no need to steal. You go dey get steady work where you go dey take your hand, do the earn money where you go take settle your life. You go enjoy your life small. You no like that kind thing. Then curse you. Even if they curse you, no go remove the curse from your body. We have people that will be telling us how they gave them $3,000, last election, and they rigged the election. See, they are worse than terrorists. And we must begin to treat them as one. We must begin to let them know that this time, they are not going to get away with it. I've said it before. Rigging, there's no difference between civilian coup and military coup. People will say that, oh, military have done. What of the one that you're rigging? When you steal somebody's election, you're stealing that person's mandate, you're stealing the people's hope, you're stealing a whole lot of things. And it has to stop.